what you see. Come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want. 'Cause your heart's made of gold. But don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel for the Bravo Breakdown with Joleen, stand-up comedian and Bravo superfan. Joleen Lunzer here to break it all down for you. Today, we're going to be talking about some Bravo news. In particular, we're going to be talking about Scandoval. Yes, Tom Sandoval, who refuses to just take a break, you know, get some therapy, maybe go to that rehab that Rachel Raquel went to. We're going to talk about it because he has come out today with some very important news, and I would love to hear what you guys think of this very important news. But first, make sure you smash that like. Let's set a like goal for 600. See if we can hit it. Mods, please let me know if we get close. That would be amazing. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. We're on our way to 40K subscribers, which is amazing. We are slowly inching our way there, and I appreciate all of you who have subscribed. Also, if you want to support the channel further, you can send a super chat while we're live. I'll highlight your comment. A super thanks after the video posts. I have a YouTube membership, a Patreon, and the links for my Venmo, Cash App, PayPal are in the description, as well as my Amazon wish list. So if you can, cool. If not, no biggie. But feel free to sound off in the chat. I want to hear from you guys. That's why I like going live, is I get to, see what you guys think as well. And if this is your first time on my channel, we take a comedic look at all things pop culture, Bravo television. We roast, we recap, we have a good time.
You're lying. No, I'm not lying.
Kim, I'm not lying. I swear that's what we do. Okay. So I am very opinionated, but you guys are welcome to have your opinions in the chat, and we can agree to disagree, and we can all coexist because everyone has their favorite, Bravo celebrities that they like, or their team, somebody, or team, not this person, team that person. So just be warned, I'm very opinionated.
That's my opinion.
Yes, like Tamra. That's my opinion. Oh my goodness. Tamra. We have a new episode of Orange County tonight, and I'm going to be back later to recap Salt Lake City. Okay, so first things first, Ariana appeared on Dancing with the Stars yesterday. I didn't watch it, but I'm curious if any of you guys watched it, and if you did, how did our girl do? I'm assuming she did very well. I'm just assuming that. That's just what I'm saying, okay? Yes, 2 lives in a row. Yes, there might be 3 because I might have to come back for Big Brother as well. Okay. So Ariana had her Dancing with the Stars premiere. It is weird on the, okay, Isis says she was great, like we knew she would be. And here she is with Allison Hannigan, aka Willow from Buffy the Vampire Slayers. So 2 of my favorite worlds collided here when they posted, or when she posted that her and Allison Hannigan were just, hanging out on Dancing with the Stars, just her and Willow, NBD. No big deal. Okay, you guys say she was dynamite. I love hearing this. I might have to watch this season. Is it, Karen, is it worth me watching? Because I do like dancing. I used to dance when I was young, but I just have never gotten into Dancing with the Stars. But I am into our wonderful Ariana. And I saw her, she was posting in her stories, and she posted with Mauricio. And she goes, look, the Bravo celebrities. And he was like, and Netflix. Mauricio had to make sure to point out that don't forget about Netflix. And we're like, okay, Mauricio. Yeah, but what's been paying the bills? It's been Bravo, and, the agency does as well. But yeah, it's right. It's been Bravo. But I thought that was interesting that he was like, don't forget about Netflix. I mean, there was questions, before when the stuff came out with Garcelle's son and Erica yelling at him and wondering, people were wondering, will will Netflix possibly, get rid of that show, get rid of Mauricio because of the backlash that he was facing. So maybe that's still a part of his worry, but he definitely was like, and Netflix, and I'm like, okay, Mauricio, we got it. We understand. Okay, guys, I'm just going to download a few things here that I want to share with you guys. So this is a comment, Sandoval. All right, so Sandoval has announced that tomorrow, you guys, right? What is it? It's the 27th today. So tomorrow is the premiere of Tom Sandoval's podcast. Because what do we need? I mean, just so we need from our problematic celebrities and or Bravo celebrities is another podcast. So Rachel Raquel also, I mean, Tom, tell us you're not jealous of the women in your life without telling us, or tell us you are jealous of the women in your life without telling us. So Ariana has her big day, which is Dancing with the Stars. And then that is when Tom decides I'm going to drop my podcast right after that. And then we know that Rachel Raquel announced on Bethany Frankel's podcast that she was starting a podcast about mistresses. So now Tom Sandybutt is like, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to have a podcast too. Because every asshole needs a podcast, allegedly. Remember, everything I say is alleged. However, everything is true, except for the parts that are false. All right. Artie, thank you so much for the super chat and the sweet comment. Thank you for all you do, Jolene. Well, Artie's Fleetwood, I appreciate you so very much. And thank you for that very generous super chat. That is extremely kind of you. All right. Did this one get uploaded? Let's see. Are we close? I think we're close, guys. We're close. We're getting there. So tomorrow is when Tom Sandoval is releasing his podcast. I know. Ematronic says, barf. Jody, thank you so much for being a member for 11 months. Oh, I love that they show me the milestones with my members. That is amazing. Okay. So that one is, and now we're going to get this one, and then we're going to watch it, and we're going to roast it, we're going to recap it, and we're going to do the damn thing. Because this news was, I wasn't expecting this. I'll tell you, I should have been expecting it because it's Tom Sandoval. But I definitely wasn't expecting him to, anytime soon, a podcast. I thought, well, isn't his singing bad enough, allegedly? Do we need, a podcast too? Maybe, I don't know. I just thought, well, no, I mean, he's not going to start a podcast. He's got these bars. He owes his mom money. I mean, maybe this podcast can make money and he can pay back his dear old mom, possibly, you guys. And let me know if you guys want me to, roast and recap his podcast episodes. I'll be willing to take the bullet to roast up Tom Sandoval. Okay. I'm willing to possibly do that. Mm-hmm. Are you going to watch Sandoval on Special Forces? I think I'm going to check it out because I hear people yell at him. So I definitely I'm interested in that part of it, in the part where people are yelling at him. All right. So Tom Sandoval starting a podcast. Here's a picture of Tom Sandoval getting ready for Tom Sandoval's podcast. And Sandoval's podcast is going to be called Everybody Loves Tom. Much like the show Everybody Loves Chris. I feel like I have lots of thoughts about this, and I want to watch the little video announcement, and it's just downloading right now, and then we'll watch it and share it. I feel as though I get what he's doing. He's like, haha, this is funny. How funny. I'm so funny. Look at me. I know everybody hates me, so I'm going to call my podcast Everybody Loves Tom. Now, if it was a joke, in a joking way, I feel like loves would be in quotation marks. There's the joke. But when you actually say everybody loves Tom, we believe that you believe everybody loves Tom. because people have been calling you a narcissist since this scandal broke, and some people even before. All right. So the fact that Tom is thinking that, oh, I'm so funny, I'm making a joke out of this, everybody loves Tom. But sir, there are lots of ways to take this. It's too soon. It's too soon. We haven't seen the new episode of Vanderpumprules yet. A lot of people, or new season, a lot of people want to say, you know what? Get over it. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does. What's wrong with you people? You're haters. And it's like, no. I think what's happening here is we've seen a very different reaction to the woman in the Scandoval of it all versus the man. You know, Rachel Raquel definitely does herself no favors. She does herself no favors whatsoever. However, we can all say, I think we can all agree that she has gotten it a lot worse than him. And that is very similar to, we've talked about this before, how it is for women in society. The men get off rather scot-free, and the women are always holding that scarlet letter. You'll see that with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And you hear the new girl, I forget her name offhand, but who used to be like Jen Shah's assistant. So there's Angie K, and then there's this new girl, and she had an affair with her brother-in-law, OMG, for 18 months, she said. And she said, you know, on Salt Lake City, there's a lot of talk about the Mormon church. And she said that the brother-in-law was basically forgiven by everybody, while she was completely excommunicated by friends, family, all of them. Monica, thank you, Care Bear, and thank you, Mtronics, for the super sticker. So we see, it's like, if you're a woman in society, if you're a man in society, you've most likely seen this happen before, where women are villainized and women take the hit a lot more than men, where we tend to be, we've been conditioned to be a little bit more understanding, forgiving of men. Boys will be boys, that kind of, you know, bullshit that we grow up with. And everyone, you know, kind of unconsciously, we are taught that. So it's no surprise that, you know, with Tom, he, of course, is like, yeah, I mean, get over it. Where Rachel Raquel has, I mean, Rachel Raquel had to disappear from society altogether. She had to, I mean, she left. Tom Sandoval went on tour. Rachel Raquel, obviously not on the new season. Could she have been? Of course she could have been. Should she have been? Probably. Will she regret it? I think she will. But she wasn't. I think we saw the castmates, you know, their fellow cast members kind of even be a little more sympathetic. Sorry, Leslie DJ. My screen. Sometimes I forget he's up there. He's just such a, it's just like, what? It's Tom. Whatever. It's Tom. So we see that, you know, happening, and it's unfortunate. Pull this up here. Okay. And we're going to watch. This is the announcement he put out on his Instagram. So again, you know, he went on tour after it broke. He's on the new season. He's filming with them. They seem to be a little more friendly with him. Rachel Raquel is completely done, obviously. I mean, they're just, no one is, you know, talking to her, befriending her. Now, if she went back to the show, maybe she would have had sympathy from somebody, or maybe they, you know, they would have been forced to film with her. But as it is now, Tom has definitely had an easier time. Okay, so let me know if you guys can't hear this, but we are going to talk about, this is what was on his social media. Again, I do the social media stalking of your Bravo celebrities, so you don't have to. And this was his friend, the one whose wife works for Howie Mandel, the one who's the drummer in his band, the Jonah Hill. He just reminds me of Jonah Hill. The Jonah Hill doppelganger is in this with him, and they tried to produce some comedy, it looks like. So let's take a look. Let's see how he did announcing this.
Hey, buddy, sorry to bother you. We really need to come up with a name for the podcast. We have been working with a focus group, and we asked them to describe you, and these are the words that they were using the most.
Great, hit me with it.
Here we go. Scum devil, Sandoval, narcissist, sand awful, scumbag, cheater, liar, scumbag.
I think you said scumbag already.
Oh, sorry. They use that a lot. Motherfuckers, shit, scumbag. Worm with a mustache. So from those, any ideas?
I got it.
You did?
Yeah. Everybody loves Tom. Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh. And then his music.
Hey, Tom. Hey, buddy. Sorry about.
All right. So that is the first little part that he put out where Tom posts the past 7 months have been wild. Wild? Why? This man is not serious. He is not taking this seriously. He is playing us. He is playing in our faces, all the things. Wild? Okay. But today I'm so excited to announce my brand new podcast, Everybody Loves Tom. I'll be talking with my friends. Who, that guy? Jonah Hill. And celebs. Okay. About everything from my personal life, no thanks, to fashion, music, mixology, who cares? Behind the scenes of VPR, that I think would be interesting, and special forces, no thanks, and lots more. So it's a hodgepodge of everything. It's everything. He's going to be talking about just everything because he doesn't really know. So I'm sure there's a team behind him who are just like, yeah, Tom, this is the move. This is what you need to do. Be funny. Make it a joke. Okay, I'm all for. I think there will come a time when Tom Sandoval, this will be something that, yes, everyone needs to just kind of move on.org. You decide whether you like him or don't like him. It's over. We don't necessarily have to bring it up. But Tom Sandoval hasn't given us anything to show that he is truly apologetic. Again, something like this dropping after the Vanderpump season, after we see if there has been any attrition, after we see if there has been any kind, has he atoned for anything, after we see this sort of thing. But we haven't. So for him to drop it now, it's just a big joke, and it just shows and plays into his delusion, and it's not as funny as it could be, or witty, or smart, or any of the things, if it happened when people have seen a change in this man. So again, what I see as a woman, and you guys feel free to sound off, I just see another man getting away with bullshit while the women in his life, or the other woman in the situation suffers far more consequences. Again, Rachel Raquel did herself no favors, but from the start of this, Tom Sandoval was on tour. And people were going to see him. And they were like, and Rachel had to disappear from society because that's how it works. That's the difference between men and women in these situations. So I think it hasn't had enough time to breathe. We're just coming out of this. I mean, April, May, that is when Scandoval was at its peak. June, I mean, it was filming. It was happening. It was real time. We're only in October of the same year, bro. I mean, you have not let this breathe at all. So for him to drop something like this and make it a big joke, no, thank you. No, thank you, sir. No, thank you. Okay, so let's take a look. So then he had some other things. Okay, so after that, I think there were like 3 different posts within the post. Everybody loves Tom. Where are the quotations? Where are the quotations? Where are the quotations, bitch? 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 That would make it funny. Loves. Or just call it everybody hates. Like everybody hates Chris. Everybody hates Tom. That would be funny. And then you could talk to people and actually be on a path to, okay, tell me all these things about me. Show me all the things, or reacting to all the things people have said about him. Watching him kind of grow or something like that. That would be better than this. But come on. Come on. Thank you, Callie Webb. I appreciate that. I actually attribute you and your wonderful show for pulling this senior out of a major funk. Well, you stay out of that funk, Callie. We are going to keep laughing all the way to Tom Sandoval's bank. I don't know. I think people will listen because it still is a big, people will want to hear what he has to say. I'm going to listen to the first episode for sure so I can roast it and recap it right here. Tomorrow I'll be back and I'll be like, here's what this dude said. This is what this dude said when he owes his mom $250,000. This is what he said. Here's Joey Hill walking away. He's like, oh, I wrote a great script. You know, Jonah Hill wrote that. You know, he wrote that. His Jonah Hill friend wrote that.
Hey, Tom.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Hurry up.
We're bag.
Okay, I had to scream.
Yep.
Annoyed by Tom Sandoval.
Worm with a mustache. So
here's
from
me
those,
Popping
any
screenshots
ideas?
so that I can.
I got it.
You did?
Yeah.
If Tom Sandoval were sitting in front of you right now, what would you say to him?
You have bad skin.
I have always been annoyed by Tom Sandoval.
He's basically the Donald Trump of ex-boyfriends, and there's no amount of spray tan that could ever change the texture of it.
Yeah, I agree. He not only ruined white nail polish, he ruined the mustache.
Won't go away, won't say he's sorry.
He's not a man.
Megalomaniac, he's a narcissist.
When you're a narcissist, you can go to the depths of hell.
He's actually an insane person.
Tom, go away. He legit looks like a Disney.
Tom's fucking gross.
You guys.
You guys, this dude thinks he's funny. So now not only did he ruin music, but now he's going to ruin comedy. Well, this comedian is going to roast and recap it. I'm going to roast up your ass, Tommy. So I hope you're ready for a good time because I will make it interesting. All right? Because I guarantee you're not going to be funny. You're not a funny person. So there's him. You guys, rather than taking that advice, I mean, Jennifer Lawrence gave him some good advice about skincare, allegedly. Amy Schumer, Adele, whoever the other people were, things he could talk about. Those are things he should bring up. Maybe have people on who are willing to like, here's what you did. Here's what happened. Here's why people hate you. Let's get to the bottom. Maybe it should be like a true crime show. And they solve the mystery to Tom, because it's only a mystery to Tom, of why people didn't like him and people continue not to like him. All right. Here it is again. Wait, I gotta make him big screen. I'm so sorry to do this to you guys. I'm sorry. So here he is thinking he's funny. Right, you guys. Okay. Sounds like a cat barfing. No offense, all offense.
All right, let's do this.
Hey, Tom, this is the podcast, so they're not going to be able to see you with your shirt off. They won't know.
Oh, they'll know.
Sir, this is embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for you. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that you guys think this is funny, and I'm embarrassed that you think it's funny now. I get humor is subjective, and some people might laugh at that. But, they'll know. Dude, you're a douchebag. Your show should be about discovering your douchebaggery and working on it. You could literally pitch a television show of from dickhead douchebag to do better. From douchebag to do better or something. You could pitch some stuff that's pretty good. This isn't it. This is going to be fun. I'm going to have to roast the shit out of this. I don't want to have to do that for you guys. You know, I want to do it for you guys, but I don't want to, have to do that. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for you. Miss Diamond says, a Joleen roast and recap is a first-class ticket to my happy place. Thank you for doing the work. I'll do the Lord's work. I will do it. I will do the Lord's work. But the fact that, again, the t-shirt off, like at his shows. Okay, well, he is actually going to put the guy loves himself. He is going to put video episodes, he said, up on YouTube. So there will be video episodes of his podcast on YouTube. So I bet he will be shirtless. Now, what he does at his concert to distract women who have drank the Kool-Aid is he takes off his shirt and they're like, he's not that bad of a singer. And you're like, it's awful. It's horrible. And that's okay. We're not supposed to be good at everything. When I sing, it's not good. But I know that about myself. I don't go and sell tickets as a singer. I'm a comedian who sings little jingles here and there on my lives and maybe on stage an entire Lisa Loeb song. Possibly. Okay. But that's part of the joke. Tom, you're the joke. But this isn't it. This isn't it, Tommy. It's not it, Tommy. Okay. So next up, I'm going to show you guys some of the comments that people have had. Okay. And I hearted some of the ones that I liked because I appreciate a good comment. So I like to look through the comment section of these Instagram posts and see, what are other people thinking? What is the general consensus? Now I know that some of the comments obviously are going to be moderated by, whoever runs his social media, which probably an assistant or something. So we're not going to see all of the worst, but sometimes when you check it right after it posts, they don't have enough time to delete the bad ones. Or they can do things like make sure certain words are hidden, stuff like that. So sometimes you're able to still catch a good comment here and there. All right, let me pop up. Let me see if I have a video of the comments, but let me just pull one up and see what we have here. Okay, what does this one say? Let's see. All right. This lady says, shout out to all these people commenting. Please do not send any hate their way if you don't agree with their comments. You guys wouldn't. You're cool people. This person says, I will say I like that you can make fun of yourself. I don't think you deserve to be punished forever despite your mistakes. So I hope this is successful / brings joy for you. That person, you seem like a very nice person, RA modeling, whoever you are. But you're wrong. No. You know what I mean, you guys. It's that's a nice sentiment, and hopefully everybody can find joy and everybody can change and everybody can, get better. But this one isn't it. Okay. So let's pull up the actual comments and see what other people are saying. All right. So here we go. Comments. All right. Open and take me over here. All right. Awesome. All right, guys. So let's roast and recap some of these comments on Tom Sandoval's post of his new podcast coming to a sad stream near you. All right. So I'm going to make myself little. Comments are going to be the big show. All right. First of all, we have Billy Lee. The past one I'm seeing for the first time. I think she meant the last one. Wow. Look who's the comedian now. So excited for this one because we all know Billy Lee is a comedian now. So she's like, oh, hey, you're the comedian, Tom. And I'm like, Billy, stop. You can be his friend without lying to him. You don't have to lie to your friends. This person says, if you're not talking about why you are a sociopath, I don't see the point. I kind of like that one. Okay. Then I had to look who commented at Billy Lee's. Someone says, lamest person ever to be on VPR. Another one says, you are so desperate to be seen. I think they were talking to Billy Lee, unfortunately. And then someone said, Billy, pick me, Lee. Oof, oof, ooh, these comments are brutal. But I kind of like, if you're not talking about why you're a sociopath, I don't see the point. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. There's our friend RA Modeling with their comments. And then we have someone saying, and the award for most unself-aware person goes to, and that one might be one of my favorites. That is one of my favorites. And then someone says, finally, openly stepping into the villain era, and I'm here for it. And then this genius who I love, Britt Leaf, says, bro, go to therapy. And as you can see, I hearted that one because seriously, go to therapy. Go do something. And if you have gone to therapy, well, it's not showing. No offense, all offense, it's not showing. Pamela says, shout out to his team. This spin is absolute perfection. Just about the only way he can go forward. I do think comedy and that kind of thing and being funny and self-aware, whatever, are the things that can move you forward in situations like this. But this isn't coming off self-aware. This is coming off more of a too soon. You don't really get what you did. You don't really give a shit. It's always been a joke to you. You don't care. The same way you went on Rachel Raquel's post and you wished her a happy birthday and you said, hope you're doing well, friend, after you and her blew up each other's lives. And she had to go disappear. And then she blocked you and put it in her story, which I thought was kind of funny because why would you go into her why would you go on her post and write that only to kind of continue this good guy image that was destroyed a long time ago, you know? And so then she put that up, and then he's been making subtle digs at her with I'm kind of here for a Rachel Raquel versus Scandoval digs at each other, but she had that hat or whatever she was wearing that's like, be a good person. And then he found someone at that festival in Las Vegas they all go to, the Heart of the World, or the Do Ecstasy and Dry Hump Each Other festival they go to and listen to music. It actually looked like they had some good artists there, but you know what I'm talking about, the one where they all allegedly do Molly and then freak out and dry hump each other. So yeah, I mean, I am here. I could watch the two of them going at each other, but it just looks as though Tom, he's never really suffered any consequences. Okay. This person says, people care so much that he named it Everybody Loves Tom. That's clearly one of the reasons he chose the name. Then where are the quotation marks, bitch? 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 That's all I'm asking. Where are they? Where is it? Where is your scooter? Where is it? It's your scooter, Tom. The quotations are your scooter. You're saying everybody loves Tom, and you're like, ha ha. But we think you mean it because you have shown us nothing but behavior that would prove that you really think that that's the true thing, that that's a true statement. Okay. People can't get over something that has nothing to do with them. Excuse me. It does have something to do with us. We watched a television show. We saw it happen. We can have reactions to this. We can have thoughts. We can have opinions. We can have commentary. You can't shut us up. And because of that, he is winning. Okay. I don't agree with what he did in the past, and I'm sure he doesn't either. Hindsight is 20/20. But actually, I think he does agree with what he did in the past. I think Tom, whatever serves his boner is what Tom's going to do. So he hasn't shown us that he doesn't agree with what he did in the past. It's time to move on. He forgave himself. What? That's not how that works. That's not how that works. I love that. The next time I do something really mean to someone, I'm going to go, I forgave myself a long time ago. So they got to get over it. I forgive myself. I am forgiven by me. Amen. And then that person says, amen. Do you, Tom? Well, he is definitely doing him. He's doing him. He's doing other people. He's doing lots of stuff. Maria says, I fucking love this. Hell yeah. I'm so over people and their strong desire to cancel culture and bullying. Where was Tom canceled? Where was he canceled? If anything, he's made more money off of this. He was able to go on tour as a singer when he can't sing. Where was he canceled? There was no cancellation in this. Might as well make light of it and make a living off of it. He does. That's how we know about his entire life, is because he makes a living off of showing his life on reality TV. What are you talking about? I'm totally listening to the podcast. All right, we'll be there with you, Maria, but we'll be roasting it. Kara says, woo-hoo, happy for you. I can't imagine how it has felt being bullied online. Why do the people, this bully term gets thrown around when people who, and kids and stuff who are really bullied? This is like a slap in the face. Okay, Tom Sandoval has not been bullied. He has been held accountable for his behavior. He makes money off of putting his life out there and people comment on it. I'm sure there have been some assholes that have sent some weird stuff. Again, we talked about this previously. Even at my little level here on YouTube, I have assholes who send me weird and crazy things and say crazy things, for sure. But just because someone has an opinion about your bad behavior that you're getting paid for showing on reality television does not make them a bully. How is holding someone accountable or telling them, hey, you're acting like an asshole and you continue to act like an asshole, being a bully? Since when? That's what I don't get. It's like no one can have an opinion about anyone else. No one can call anyone else out on their bad behavior or something they see. It'd be different if he was a random ass dude who did not share his life and get paid for it online. Yeah, then it might be a little weird that you just pick this random ass dude and you're telling him how to live his life. But that's what you do. That's your talent. You put yourself on the camera and you live the life, and then we have the opinions. He's just being a bully. Jen says, I kind of bullied him. Well, self-awareness, Jen. Way to go. Way to go. I'd love to know what you did. Oh my God. Yes, he will not be shamed. You will not shame him. It's like, you'll see that a lot, or you'll see the actual villains. They then say, I'm being bullied, and they make themselves the victim. He has done so well in making himself the victim. And when Rachel Raquel tried to make herself the victim, everyone's like, no, fuck that, slut. No way. But I rarely hear people going, no, he's a slut to him. Oh my gosh. By people taking their own insecurities out on you. Oh, geez, Kira, in the 101 psychology babble. Okay, someone they don't even know. We kind of know him. We kind of know him. He kind of gets paid for us to know enough about him on television. Okay. Hopefully the bullies can move on and focus on their own lives. Some of us are very focused on our own lives. Okay. What happened to multitasking? We can multitask. Hector says, poor guy. I love how everyone acts like you're the only person in the whole world that made a mistake. Stay strong, Tom. Well, I will say we probably are the only people there. Yeah, we are the only people besides Tom Sandoval who could say we have never been on a television show and cheated on our girlfriend with her best friend in our home and lied to her for 7 months to 7 years, allegedly, and had sex with the best friend when the girlfriend's grandma and our mutual dog died. Yeah, we can say we didn't do that because I don't think can anyone in this chat, anyone who watches this video, can anyone say they did that exact thing? That exact mistake, Can we do that? Yes, Lala, the day after Ariana danced is calculated. He needs the attention back on him. Ariana can't have a moment. Oh my gosh. Do it after the Vanderpump season. There will come a time where people will just be bored with it. There will. But the time is not now. You still look like a butthole doing this. You do. This was my favorite. Zach, whatever the rest of it is, Zach says the hardest of passes. And I was like, oh my God, Zach, I love it. It just is that he's like, no, I'm going to pass on this so hard. So obviously you see me heart that. And people are replying, he's a joke, trash. Everyone else is capitalizing off of this. One person was saying. Zach, because then people go, well, then why do you watch? And Zach says, who doesn't watch a train wreck? And that's kind of the truth. If you make yourself a train wreck and you put it out there, people are going to watch it. And there's no one to blame but yourself. And the only way you stop it is by not being a train wreck. And then people won't watch. That's it. But Tom's going to keep going because he is rewarded for this. Maddie says, everyone is capitalizing off of his behavior. He might as well too. Not yet. Too soon. Next person says, I can't be mad at this man because this is what you call capitalizing on a situation and awesome marketing at its finest. Too soon. Someone says, let's go boo. I love it myself. At this point, you have to have a sense of humor. People act like he killed someone. He did. He killed no. I think that's taking it to the extreme. No one ever said this man killed someone and no one ever is treating it. I don't roast and recap the murderers. All right. Nice try. The very nice try on that one. Someone says, this is bloody good. See you next Monday, which is, I think they're a very good Instagram Vanderpump account. Says, I hope this is a joke. Who would pay you for this? And then this smart person says, and yeah, just had to do it after the Dancing with the Stars debut. LOL, Tom, come on. You can capitalize on the villain, but you haven't really entered your villain era. You haven't really accepted that you're the villain. You're still trying to be the nice guy who's being bullied. Poor Tom. Elroy says, you're going to talk to your friends and celebrities about yourself? What a narcissistic concept. Lindsay says, get help, please. Someone says, the timing of Ariana having her first Dancing with the Stars performance and you dropping this. Stoop lower, Sandoval. The walk to the microphone, so horribly forced and uncomfortable. She's not wrong there. People should really look at the dirt James Kennedy has done over the years to women. I've been seeing more and more comments about the James Kennedy stuff. Michael Rappaport, don't be a fake, okay? He says, can't wait. Well, hopefully you're going to roast it too, Rappaport, because you're a comedian. So you should do that shit. Hopefully you're going to roast that shit too. Something tells me you won't, but I hope you do. Can't wait? Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait to roast it. Nobody loves Tom as much as Tom loves Tom. Enough of the apology tour. I'm here for this. Where was the apology? Did I miss the apology tour? Aaron, please tell us. Where was the apology tour? I'm so interested because I have not seen it. He put one lame post out and then he went on tour. And he was still hanging out with Rachel Raquel. And then he ditched her and was like, she's got to go to the psych hospital or wherever the hell she went, some ranch in Arizona, someplace. And then he was like, I'm going to go make more music and, hump more women. So I don't know where he fit that in. I have no idea. Nicole says, King of Delulu land, like delusional land. When all else fails, podcast. Yeah, that's true. Millennial says, narcissist, someone who would be called all those things and still genuinely think it was a good idea to name his podcast Everybody Loves Tom with no quotation marks. Where are the quotation marks, bitch? Where are the quotation marks? Where are the quotation marks, bitch? Where are the quotation marks? Exactly. As a Sandoval, after the shit show you caused for us, it should be called the Sandoval Show. Yet again, you prove the point. Oh, this person's last name must be Sandoval. Oh, I feel bad for anyone whose last name was Sandoval. Class A says, you're so corny. I mean, that's true. And here's this comment we see over and over. Mr. Rob, you were not married. You gave Ariana a career. Did he give her a career? I'm pretty sure she already had one after. I see her hawking more product than Mark Wahlberg. No one can hawk more product than Mark Wahlberg. When she opens up the Maddox Murder Burger place, then maybe. Okay. So far, no murder burgers, just a sandwich shop that might never open. And they were doing that well before. People need to get over this shit. I'm still a fan, man. Well, way to go, Rob. We're so happy that, of course, you're a fan. Your name is Rob. Tom Loves Tom. That would be a good name. Global Taylor says, should be called Tom Loves Tom. I would love that. Tom Loving Tom. Tom is a Tom lover. Yeah. Rowan says, are you effing kidding me? This guy doesn't get it. This is the definition of narcissism. Tom Loves Tom. That should be your podcast name. Lots of people for Tom Loves Tom. You guys feel free to sound off in the chat. What do you think Tom's podcast should be? Because everybody loves Tom without the quotation marks. Doesn't work. So what should Tom call it? He should have stolen. Well, I think people would have been mad, but a worm with a mustache. That could have been one. Oh, we did it, Tom Sandoval. So much more to come. Oh, that's Jason. That's the Jonah Hill doppelganger. Way to go. Christina's not happy. She says, puke. How about an apology to the 2 women you have hurt? I think I hearted that one. I was like, I like that. Jessica's this narcissist for sure. So you see a lot more love coming from the men, but you do have some women love as well. And we don't know how many of these people are alleged paid bots. Allegedly. Okay. Again, people are saying might as well capitalize off of it, all the stuff, all the things. But I would love to hear what you guys think. Is it time? Is this time, or is this something he should have waited on? Where was the apology tour? And if it existed, can you guys point me in the direction of the apology tour? Because I would love to see said tour, but I only saw a tour of him screaming into the microphone, saying it was singing when he couldn't sing. That's the only thing I saw. I never saw him on tour apologizing. So I don't get it. I don't get why everyone's saying there was an apology tour.
I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch. Don't understand. I don't understand, bitch. I understand, bitch. I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand.
It's just giving very delusional, very Sandy Butt delusional.
I accepted it, by the way. I accepted it. Like, I was like, okay, like, Ken and Lisa, they probably don't have sex all the time. Like, this is probably how it is. Like, you get in a relationship, like, for a long time, you just stop having sex. This is one of the things that happens. I hear it all the time. So I accepted it, I got porn, I got whatever. I can just go crack one off in the bathroom, like, right. Be done with it. But...
Like, he's 40. He's 40 years old, everybody.
He's such a loser.
Also, with the podcast, Tom, we're going to have to check the likes. We're going to have to be a little bit of a better communicator. Again, I just used a word like gonna. You're going to. So you can do stuff like that. But with the likes, you're going to have to check the likes and the other things. Just watch the Howie Mandel podcast and clean that up. You have to clean that up a bit. Like Suri from Big Brother 25 says, you're going to have to clean that up a little bit. Because...
That is funny.
It was funny when Suri said it. But when I see Tom Sandoval out there pretending that he is making a joke of Everybody Loves Tom, I see this, that he really loves himself. Like, this lady, I believe, is a troll and does this is satire, but I don't think Tom's was satire.
There's nothing wrong with me. Like, actually, there's actually nothing wrong with me. I don't want to say it because actually not nice, because I feel like God would be mad at me. Like, I'm actually perfect. You know what I mean? Like, yes, I am. And you know it. Okay.
Yes, I am. And you know it. Okay. I think that's how Tom Sandoval feels about himself. He's like, I'm actually perfect. I'm a perfect specimen. As long as I have abs, I cannot be held accountable for the things that I do. Thank you, Jen Johnson, for the super chat. Jen says, why do you think his best friend is Tom? Why do you think his best friend is Tom? His podcast should be called How to Lose a Girl in 10 Days. Seriously, they should do something. I mean, his best friend is Tom because he loves Tom. Yes, exactly. Now I get the question. At first I was like, my brain is working slowly, but yeah, Tom, so that he can just love another Tom. He's like, well, I'm just like loving myself by loving Tom. Oh my gosh. Very, very interesting. It'll be interesting. So tomorrow the podcast drops and it's what we've all been waiting for, according to Tom.
Whatever. He like confirmed what I wanted. I was very appreciative of that.
He confirmed what I wanted. He confirmed that he has not changed one bit. And the apology tour did not happen. I've never seen it. So those are my opinions on this podcast of Tom's. I will be back tomorrow after the first episode drops, and we're going to roast and recap it, Tom. We're going to have a good time with it. So I'd love to know what you guys think. So make sure you sound off in the comments after the video post and let me know what you think the title of Tom's podcast should be. Or if you like Tom's podcast. I know there's going to be people who are going to say, we saw it, you see it. People are like, I'm tired of it. No, let's give him another chance. He's great. We love him. He's fantastic. I can't wait to hear his insight and him say like over and over again. It's going to be so fun. I can't wait. Copying Everybody Loves Raymond and Everybody Hates Chris. And it just would have been funnier from a comedic standpoint. They should have consulted a comedian. First of all, he knows comedians. That's Billy Lee. She's a comedian now. Everybody Hates Tom would have been about it. Better. I don't know if there's some kind of, you can't have a show with Everybody Hates, since Everybody Hates Chris. And, even adding the quotation marks would have been better. Tom doing Tom on Tom, just so many names he could have had for this podcast. Also, it could have been a little more earnest. Like, I feel like he could have taken this in a direction where it could still be funny, but where he's actually making fun of himself and being self-deprecating while having people on his podcast explain to him why what he did was douchebaggery and why he's a douchebag, and maybe working on changing himself, a la, podcast boot camp, marriage boot camp, douchebag boot camp sort of thing would have been a lot better. Auntie's here, and Auntie says, I love Tom. Always have. Auntie, that Tom Sandoval? Tom Sandoval? Are we talking? Auntie, that surprises me. He is it Tom Sandoval? Auntie? I'm just asking. Everyone go support Auntie's advice. We love Auntie. She covers so many wonderful shows and she's hilarious. Billy Lee is a comedian. Yeah. I'm thinking about inviting Billy Lee to come do my show at the Hollywood Improv, the Mermaid Comedy Hour. I've never met her. We started following each other on Instagram and I want to see, I was like, oh, she's a comedian. I support women in comedy. So that was that about that. So I might invite Billy Lee to come perform. I'd like to see her perform. Why not? Women supporting women. And someone has to be his friend. Billy Lee is taking the bullet on that one, I guess. Kara says, I can't. What's next? Juice with Jared. If Jared from BB25 comes out with a podcast, it'll be clean that up a little bit with Jared. I don't. Auntie, you like him. Oh my God, Auntie, we have to collab. I have to have you on and we got to talk about the Scandoval of it all and him coming back and why you still like him. I think it'd be fun. If you're interested, if you're down, DM me. You're welcome. We're welcome to do it over here. And we can talk about Sandoval and Scandoval because I'm staunchly anti-Tom now. But it would be fun to have someone who doesn't have the same opinion as me, and we could talk about it and have a good time. Only if you're down, Auntie. Shout out to Auntie. Girl, he always goes for the low-hanging fruit. Energy Wellness says, nope, not a Sandoval fan, and I will never listen to his podcast. I love that Ariana told her story again last night at Dancing with the Stars. Oh, did she? See, I gotta watch Dance with the Stars. You're gonna have to make me now because I don't know why I'm so adverse to it. I like dancing. What is my problem? Not a Sandoval fan, and I will never listen to his podcast. I love Ariana told her story again last night on Dancing with the Stars, so the world will know what a slime ball he is. Ooh, sure. Yes, I'm gonna have to watch that. Oh my gosh, Auntie, yes. Would love to go all the way back and why I love him. Yes, I would love to hear that. Okay, Auntie, DM me and let's pick a time. I know you're very, very busy, so I'll work around your schedule. Yes, we love Auntie over here. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to have to. Maybe I'll listen to the podcast. You never liked Ariana. Oh, my Auntie. We're going to have a conversation. Ariana's always been my favorite. Always my favorite girl on the show. But I like Katie. There were times I didn't like Katie. There were times where I was like, Katie's doing too much. But I do like myself some Katie as well. This will be fun. It'll be so fun to have. I love that. Because that's the thing. People, differing opinions, differing opinions. So I'm going to listen to his podcast tomorrow and I'm going to roast and recap it. And then I'm going to plan something with Auntie and she'll come over here and we'll talk about why Auntie loves Tom and doesn't like Ariana and why, well, you guys know, but we can reiterate why I don't like Tom and love Ariana and we'll have a good time and we'll just laugh about it. Cause in the end, all that matters is me and Auntie love each other. That's all that matters. Even if she likes Tom, I still love her. Because he will not come into my real life. Kara says, I'm a Katie's. This new Katie, her new look, haircut, this kind of 90s throwback, it's just working. It's so good. Whatever Katie's doing, I think it was the divorce of Tom Schwartz. It's working. We are seeing she's thriving. She just everything about. I love her style, but I've always loved Katie's style. And I think there are people who are like, they hate it. But I love it. See, I thought like Stassi's style was boring. Kristen was kind of more just kind of beach SoCal style. I didn't ever love like Kristen's, but Katie Katie takes risks in her fashion and her style. And I like people like that. So, right. I mean, Katie is looking good, but I mean, she always has. All right, you guys, I wanted to keep this under an hour. Just a little bit of an update of what's going on. Seneca's like, no thanks to Katie. That's the thing. We all have our favorites and we like, but we all still love one another. And that's the important thing. So shout out to all the super chats today during the live. Arties, appreciate you. Jody, thank you for being a member for 11 months. That is so amazing. And it's intense. Mtronics, thank you for the super sticker. And Jen coming in with the super chat. Appreciate you guys so very much. All right. I'll be back with a Real Housewives of Salt Lake City review really soon. So make sure you have your notifications bell smashed. And let me know after the video post if you want me to do a Housewives of Orange County recap. Because I've been watching the season. I just haven't been recapping it. But now I kind of want to get back into it, especially since Salt Lake City is so good. If you haven't watched Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, this new season, episode 4 aired last night. It is a good ass season. Mary Cosby is back and she is giving comedy. Okay. Tom Sandoval, that is funny. Now, Mary Cosby, definitely problematic. Past things that I don't agree with on Mary Cosby, but Mary Cosby is giving the comedy. Heather's giving some comedy, even Whitney over there. Everybody is bringing it. And it just shows that we didn't need the scammer, Jen Shaw. Allegedly in teens. And I'll be back with a Big Brother breakdown. I know you guys are wanting one of those as well. So a lot of good stuff coming. Smash that bell and always remember, like I say, to enjoy yourself because it is later than you think. Thank you guys. Bye.
If you like what you